Hi Stampin' friends! Tonight we're going to use the Penguin Place stamp set and little punch that goes with it. Let me see if I can show you it here. There we are. Now the little punch can be used for a penguin, but you can also turn it into a mermaid and several other little things. I don't know if you can imagine it, but that's like its little tail. Oops, I'm going the wrong place. Tail, and then you put it down here and then you make her some hair and stuff like that, and then use the feet as a little shell bra, that kind of thing. So that's a cute idea that I saw on the internet for that. But this is the punch that goes with it. And then what I'm going to do tonight's a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and make some cards with just basically cardstock and the stamp set and the punch, and then where it focuses on the designer series paper. There are a lot of little pieces on this that I'm probably not going to use tonight. I'm not going to use a bunch of these little fussy pieces because it kind of makes me nervous when I'm doing this, and it just like occurred to me, that's not fun. But you know how to use all these pieces. There's a little hat you can put on your penguin and a scarf. Lots of cute little stuff, but I think a lot of the things you do with that, you're going to want to cut them out by hand, because there's not, the only one that punches out is this one, and then the old balloon punch, which you would use that for a birthday card. That one, you could use the old balloon punch to punch it out. So, but there are eyes that you can stamp on, and some feet, and two different beaks, a beak for the one that's going forward, and then a separate beak that's just straight on for the one that actually is punched out by the punch. The sentiments are good. I'm not into the I like you a lot'll, it's like a little except a lot, but other than that, I think that there are a lot of great sentiments in here. It has happy birthday and season greetings, so I thought that was a good one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a card that we made for those of you who come to my classes locally. Have already seen it, but here's a little happy birthday card that I made that used the designer series paper, because I kind of wanted to show you how pretty the designer series paper is as well. This particular one is punched out, and his little feet are punched out as well, just out of a kind of a light pale papaya color. And then this little birthday hat is actually from the sheep stamp set. So this is just one way that you could put this together as a birthday card, because I'm going to focus on Christmas tonight. For the month of August, if you place an order outside of Club and use the hostess code, the bunny hostess code, which if you need to figure out that kind of stuff, I have a newsletter that I send out every week. You can sign up for that on my blog. It's www.thestampinbunny.blogspot.com. So this is all of the new ribbons that are in the mini catalog, the Stampin' Up! August through December mini catalog. So you can see that they are just kind of put on a piece of cardstock for you. This cardstock, I embossed it, well, you can't really see it, but I embossed it with a snowflake embossing folder that is also new in the mini catalog. So this just says, thanks for your order. And then if you're online, I will not put this on the outside. This is kind of a local, what I would do for locals. This would be just wrapped inside, because this would get really wrinkled in the mail and you'd have a press right here that would not come out, that kind of thing. So anyways, I'll do it the best way that I can imagine for that. Oh, hi Terry, it's great to see you, welcome. So this is for August, $50 orders that are not in Club, or that you use the bunny host code instead of the teacup host code. Okay, so there is that story, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with a couple of things. I'm going to show you how this part works. So what you'll want to do with your black cardstock is punch out this part of the body, like this. I hope I've got enough contrast. There we go on my hand. This part of the body. And then with the other part, you'll want to punch out the white portion. And then all that does is layer on here and make the little penguin look. So that's super easy to do. And then you'll just want to punch yourself some. Now, honestly, if I'm honest, actually penguins have black feet. I just always kind of do them orange just because it kind of is fun. But in real life, kind of one of those things, typically penguins have black feet. And so let me get that going for you. I'll put those down there. There we are. And then when you're doing this, you will want to put some eyes on here. And they actually give us eye stamps that are like perfectly aligned. So let me get my black ink pad. Oh, here it is. I'm just using Memento. You could use any black ink because you're not going to color this or get it wet or anything. So then you'll just take, I wonder if I'll get his eyes all crazy. We'll see. And then it's pretty simple to get his eyes on there, but like you notice, I didn't get them especially dark. So you might just want to go over it with a marker. Either Stampin' Right or blends, it won't matter on this. I've also seen people use little tiny googly eyes, and that looks super cute on here. We've done that before, so that's kind of a fun thing to do. Then let's see, let's use Calypso Coral for the beak. And so this, you just stamp this one on. It doesn't actually cut out a beak, so I'm just going to try to get it where I want it. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, there we are. And it has a little slit, so you can kind of see where his beak opens there. Okay, so that is putting him together. So let's get some, let's see if I can get any glue out of this. That's always an interesting kind of thing. Maybe I'll just try to use our regular Stampin' Seal, because I might can get just enough to put him together. There we go. There we are. Just stick that on the white part like that. Go. And then I'm gonna put some on the back. Sorry, I know this is a little tedious. Then just kind of line it up. There we go. So what I was wanting to imagine on this also is, you know, we always like to, we could use the, there were several last year that were like a little kind of a scoop sort of a thing. And that would look really pretty, just to, you know, cut across here. And then we could use this particular penguin that has the, like sledding on his belly. And you could put that going down the hill like that. But if you're just going to use this little guy, you could just tear this across like that. Oh, I should have torn it the other way. So it's a little bit messy, but anyway. So then you might just take this across here like this. I want to be sure and get the ends. I didn't do, there we go. I did all right that time. So then, like that, like that. So you just don't want any of the blue hanging out the edge. So I might need to give it just a little scooch over. There we are. Just kind of, whoops. Just kind of even it out. Now, one thing, you could kind of call this a happy accident. I've kind of got a divot right here. Let me see, let me turn it around so you can see. That would be the perfect place. You could stamp on in his little hand the fishing rod. I guess you'd need to put him on this side, so the fishing rod goes this way. And you could be as if he's fishing right here. Oddly, they gave us a pole and no fish. Oh, because he's probably pulling a present out of the fishing thing. So you'd probably cut out the little present and put it on his fishing line. That would be adorable. Okay, so imagine doing that as one of your options. You could easily just put to the coolest friend ever. You could put that like down here, and then maybe put Season's Greetings. This cutout is actually from the art gallery bundle. And this one is from Ornate Frames. That is still in the catalog, so don't forget about that one. That's one that you probably have, but it's perfect for cutting out this little Season's Greetings, I think, because it gives it kind of a cute look. And then another thing I wanted to mention is if you have the sheep dies, it would be adorable to put a little sunshine. I mean, it's a winter sun, so you might want to cut it in a lighter yellow, maybe in saffron instead of in this Daffodil Delight. But that would just kind of add to your little vignette you've got going. So I think that could be really kind of cute. Here's my other little guy that I did with stamping. I stamped him and then just punched his feet and put them on. So I liked how it made, just punching the feet makes it kind of pop up and gives him a little more interesting kind of a look than just sticking the feet down like I did on this one. But anyway, this would be one that you might cut out the antlers and stick them on. I think that could be really cute. So I like to have a little white edge. If this one has a white edge, I like for my other pieces to have a white edge. So I thought that could be super cute. So anyway, either one of these that you use, there is one idea with this little stamp set. Another thing I wanted to show you is that it could be really cute to put, you know, these are our, let me think what they're called here just a second. Ombre gift bags, these guys that have the, that are the little sacks, and there's a bunch in here. There are 20 sacks in all of the in colors. So maybe you would use this one for something with a tree stamp set or bundle, and this one I think would look cute for the penguin. So you could wrap your present, whatever you're going to put in this, with maybe this pool party, and then you could create basically the same scene that we did on this one, and just cut it down to size, of course, and put it at the bottom of this bag, and that would make a really cute little design for the front of a gift bag for a small Christmas gift. Or these are also great for putting an entire card in, like this, and you could do a whole penguin themed thing. You could put both cards and envelopes will fit in here. So you could slide about 4 of these, 4 cards and envelopes will fit in there, and that will make a really cute gift for someone if you're wanting to give someone a gift of cards for Christmas. So there's just something else to think about there. Now, if you don't want to go to the trouble of the big entire scene, certainly you could do this and then just use, let's see, now this isn't going to match, but pretend it does. Oh wait, here we go. We can try this one. You could put him on this rectangle. Now this is from the So Sentimental dies, but you could put this on here and maybe have your to from over here cut out with your like this, you know, with your to from. And that could be another adorable and slightly easier way of setting this up as a gift packaging for Christmas. And since he's a penguin, I think the light colors with the black kind of just make it pop. But you could also do this in some of the other colors and maybe use some reds and greens, of course. So anyway, that's that little idea. And I'll try to put these all together and get them on my blog for you. And this one, I just did a gatefold. And this, I hope you can see this. What's weird is it's kind of a small thing, so I actually had to run this through twice with each separate piece. So there's no mesh together, they're just 2 separate pieces. So you can see here that I could put them here on this gatefold, and then just add the Jingle All the Way. That's from a new stamp set. Let's see if I can find it. Did I leave it laying here somewhere? Oh, I may not have. See, it's a sentiment. Oh, here we are. There we go. It's called Holly Jolly Wishes, and it has a lot of big, large sentiments that you could use with this or with the Designer Series paper to create some really cool sentiments on your cards. It's kind of a little more modern and really more eye-catching than some of the snowflakes we've had in the past. So anyway, I was thinking we would put this Jingle All the Way on here, and then maybe we could get our little penguin. Maybe we could put him on a circle. Oh wait, I've got him upside down, or right side up, whichever. Here we go. Maybe we could put him on a circle, or we could put him over here on the side and then do the thing of, let me see here if I can find my red. Let's see. you can kind of, there we go. Do the little thing of tying the knot around the bottom and then just knotting it here and sticking it down. And so then that could kind of make a cute little thing. I think in this one, I would definitely want to cut out the stocking cap and the scarf to kind of tie this together because he's kind of got a lot of orange going on. It might be better to use the one with the black feet because then that would just kind of pop like that. It could also be really pretty with this to use our black gingham. And then on this, maybe I would probably use my Pool Party blend to go ahead and color this, or it might look really nice to go ahead and color this with the red, with the real red blend. And that could be a gorgeous kind of a look for this particular card. So something to think about there. So let's see, I think I just wanted on this one, I was just gonna kind of show you how you might use, I was just gonna kind of stamp this and kind of play with this and let you all see how I might use some of these other stamps that are in the, so this is probably not gonna turn out, is my point. Some of these other stamps that are in the stamp set. Oh, and I have black on my hands and I'm getting it everywhere. Let's see if I can find something to, see, I think I'll just do this. Let's get this whole big piece of paper here. Okay, so maybe I will stamp him first because I was thinking maybe I could stamp him first and it might make it a little easier to stamp this hill because to me this hill is kind of daunting. It's a little thin hill. Okay, got that stuck on. And then thinking about doing this. So I'm gonna go ahead and ink that up. That a couple of times, and I hope I don't get the sides on here, but I may. Can always fix that later. All right, so let's see here. Just kind of get that lined up with the bottom of his body. Oh yeah, I messed it up, guys. Okay, no, I actually didn't. Okay, never mind then. So there you can see I've got his body kind of stamped on here. Then what I would do is take my scissors and just cut along this. My mom would say that there's more than one way to choke a dog without choking him on butter, but why would you want to do that? I've never understood that part. But anyways, you can just go ahead. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We want to stamp our orange beak on before we cut out, because if we don't, we won't be able to get it. So, change out what is on this stamp. Get his little beak on. I'm gonna move the eyes so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Figure out how it's gonna be. There we are. Then I'm just gonna use my Cameo Coral. Let's see. Having some eye issues. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to put his little beak on like that. So there you can see how that turned out. There we are. So I'm just going to continue with my scissors. So just take a second. I'm going to go ahead and go at it from this other side. And then back this way. Now I probably should have tried not to have any, tried to actually leave a bit of edging on here of white, but when you do it the way I did it, you can always use a black marker. So any place that I have missed and not cut it out well, we can color that with black and it won't be so noticeable. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. It's just a nice, easy way to fix that. You could do the same thing with where the orange is if I don't do a good job there. Okay, now this may seem a little fussy, but I might could do it a little faster once I've done it a couple of times, meaning you could too, obviously. Okay, so then I just need to get this little guy cut right across here. Okay, So one thing I did here, you can see this didn't quite go all the way across my piece of cardstock. So I can just use my black marker to finish that to the length that I want it. Now actually this was kind of a longer piece because remember I had trouble with it. So I probably would cut it down to 5 1/4 here. But you can see that you could finish creating your scene here and add a couple other fun little things. You know, maybe this little guy doing his thing over here and just kind of turn it into like a little winter scene. But any place here that I didn't get it quite cut at the right spot, you can just use your black marker to kind of fill that in. Now you could certainly use a black blend as well. Either one would probably what I'm gonna do on this, see how he didn't quite get colored very neatly? I'm probably gonna use a black blend to go ahead and fill out the rest of his body, because if I use this, I might, you know, I'm not a very neat colorer, so I find the blends are more forgiving if I want to kind of almost scribble. So that's probably what I'll do with that. So you can see here how I will probably finish this card. So yes, some falling snowflakes would be cute. We have those. We also have these little sequins that are not snowflakes. They're just kind of like little sparkles. That could even look cute to add on. Let me, hold on. If I'm going to talk about them, I guess I should show you what I'm talking about, shouldn't I? Okay, ooh, that is full. Anyway, these little sequins are silver and also kind of a clear sort of a color. Those would even look pretty on there, just kind of, you know, well, obviously not in a big clump like I did, but, you know, just kind of adding them here and there. That could look really pretty as well. So it's lots of choices. But basically to make falling snowflakes for sure. So let me clean this off real quick. Don't want to get those all over the place. So anyway, I think you can see that there are a lot of ways to use this little set, whether you could use it, you know, and of course it would be adorable on the front of a 3D item of any kind. Certainly some hand sanitizer holders like I like to make. But a variety of things, these, especially the little punch, could just be popped up on in just a minute, and it would be so simple and so nice and quick. So anyway, let me go back over what you'll see on my blog. So this one where we've cut it out like this, then it can be either stamped or punched and stamped and punched. Then we had this one where it was a gatefold with the sentiment on the top and maybe some kind of ribbon on it. Or maybe we could put a little bow. Oh, I didn't get that bow even at all. Anyway, you can understand what I mean though. With this little pool party bow, could be cute. And then our original little guy just had a little bit of torn things, and then we were imagining putting, making a little fishing pole that's stamped on, and I would probably use the Stamparatus for that to get it right in the right place, and then you can make several of these if you wanted to. So I appreciate you all watching, and I hope that you will enjoy the little penguin stamp set and punch. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.